Success is subjective. What one person deems as productive may not be the same for me or you. Society loves to put us in these boxes. It tells us that our value is tied to how much we can produce, achieve, or conform to certain expectations. But here's the truth: our worth goes way beyond the check boxes and productivity lists.
Few things are as powerful. Few things are as powerful as
What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Pep Talk Wednesdays. I am Tyra, the creative, your host and virtual cheerleader for the day, delivering a midweek pick me up that you have been craving. Get ready for some encouraging words and a dose of inspiration to brighten your day. Ready? Okay. In our society, it's very hard to separate your worth from your output. Everything is based on numbers, performance, and virality these days, which makes it hard not to feel some type of way when you are quote unquote underperforming, as your boss may like to put it. Society basically gives us a checklist, this set of expectations that say, this is what success looks like, and this is what productivity is. And that checklist can feel like a straitjacket sometimes. There's this constant pressure to conform, to fit into a box that doesn't necessarily celebrate the full spectrum of who you are. First off, let's talk about the incredible diversity of talents and strengths that we all bring to the table. It's not just about climbing corporate ladders, hitting career milestones, or going viral on TikTok. We all bring a kaleidoscope of talents and strengths to the table. We're artists, creators, nurturers, thinkers, and so much more. Our worth isn't confined to somebody else's definition of success. And let's not forget the battles we face every day. The world can be a very tough place for everybody, but especially for Black women. We navigate so many challenges, from systemic inequalities to biases that try to limit our opportunities. So, what about those moments when life throws us curveballs? What about the times when self care takes precedence over our to do list? Our mental and physical health matter, in my opinion, much more than the checklist that your raggedy boss is throwing around. We should not and we should never feel pressure to constantly hustle at the expense of our well being. Something that doesn't get thrown into the productivity conversation often are things like family responsibilities. These types of life challenges are often unspoken weight on our shoulders. Balancing careers, relationships, and personal growth is not easy at all. And your worth is not contingent on how you seamlessly or not so seamlessly juggle these roles. Life is truly about embracing the messy, imperfect beauty of our lives. Now, like I said at the beginning of the episode, success is subjective. We often look at success from between the rungs of a corporate ladder, but once I got this drilled into my head, my life started to change. The corporate world, or even society, is just that. It's corporate, it's not personal. They will fire you on the spot, but expect you to give them a 2 week notice when you want to leave your job, or if you have to leave your job. If you're working a corporate job, you are ultimately working to help another man's dream come true. Now, this is not inherently bad. I have a full time job too, but I have detached my personal worth from my productivity at this job. Yes, I take a lot of pride in doing a great job when I am on the clock, but one thing I will not do is stress myself out or beat myself up over a missed mark that was determined by someone who's looking at the data and not the people. Self worth. Self worth is often referred to as self esteem or self respect, and it's the intrinsic value and regard that you have for yourself. is recognizing and appreciating your own inherent value as a human being, regardless of external factors like appearance, achievements, other people's opinions, and productivity. So, how can we stop placing our worth in productivity and lean more into self worth and self love? The first thing we should do, in my opinion, is to get mindful. A lot of us run on autopilot from day to day. Taking a moment to be present and reflecting on where these productivity expectations come from can help us understand why we feel this way. We can do this through mindfulness and meditation. I absolutely love meditation. You guys know I love the Calm app. There's tons of meditations on there. There's lo-fi music, everything you need. But meditation is like a reset button for my brain, no matter if it's 1 minute, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or even more. The next thing we can do to combat this productivity trap is to get rid of that negative self talk. We all do it, right? And also, everything that I'm saying, I know that it's easier said than done, and it's something that we all have to work on a continuous basis. But that little voice in our heads says we're not doing enough, we're being lazy, or we need to get our ish together. Catch those negative thoughts at the door and question them. Are these thoughts really true? Is there an opportunity for a reframe here? Try to replace them with some positive affirmations about how amazing and inherently valuable you are. For example, if I think to myself, dang, Tyra, you being so lazy today, I can reframe that by saying, I am paying attention to my body and giving it the rest it needs. Tyra, thank you. Now, do you see that that's basically the same thing, but I am actually showing gratitude and showing value in the person that I am. We can also set more realistic expectations. Girl, you are not a real life superhero and you can't give from an empty cup. You have to pour into you and remind yourself that success isn't one size fits all. Redefine what success means to you because that's what truly matters. It's not just about work achievements. Celebrate your personal growth, strong connections, and moments that bring you joy. Success is as diverse as we are people. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to say this loud for the people in the back. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is an absolute game changer. Learn to say no when you need to or say yes when you need to. It's not about being selfish. It's about respecting your own limits and valuing your well-being. Breaking free from this societal productivity trap is like reclaiming our narrative. It's about understanding that our worth isn't a checklist of tasks that you complete. It's about the amazing, creative, unique, fine, and inherently valuable humans we are and always have been. So let's get rid of the pressure to outperform or overperform and embrace self care and live a life that is meaningful on our terms. Once again, your productivity does not determine how worthy you are. Now go out there and kill it for the rest of the week because I am rooting for you.
Hey, you're on my mind, you know.
As you know, with every Pep Talk Wednesday episode, we have a challenge. And today's challenge is called Worthwhile Moments. Now, I want you to take a moment today or every day this week, if you feel so inclined, to reflect on and celebrate small, non productivity related victories or moments that bring you joy. These could be moments of self care, connections with loved ones, or personal achievements that go beyond traditional productivity measures. For example, this happened a couple years ago, but it's the first thing that popped into my mind. I bought my first piece of big girl furniture and I celebrated that. Me and my friend went out for drinks to celebrate. That is a small, worthwhile moment because it marked a transition into adulthood for me. It also showed me that I can buy the pieces of furniture that I want. And it's also a piece of furniture that I hope to keep around for years to come and hopefully pass down to someone that I love one day. So feel free to share your worthwhile moments on social media, preferably Instagram so I could see it, using the hashtag AFBG worthwhile moments. Let me spell that for y'all. AFBG, so AFBG, like the podcast, Affirmations of Black Girls. Worthwhile, WORTHWHILE moments, MOMENTS. AFBG, worthwhile moments, all one word in your hashtag. Or if you don't want to share, you can keep it to yourself and just take on this challenge. I wanted this challenge to encourage you to focus on your inherent self worth and help retrain your brain on the idea of valuing yourself beyond your productivity at work. So you can share a photo of you doing said worthwhile moment, a short story, or even like if you wanted to share on like Twitter or something, a simple tweet about your worthwhile moment and what it meant to you. So that is your challenge for this Pep Talk Wednesday. And that is all I have, you guys. Did you like this episode? I was really trying to change it up a little bit because I was like, it got to be a pep talk. So it got to sound like a pep talk. Do you feel pepped up? Let me know. Send me an email, send us a DM on Instagram. I'm also going to ask on the story if you guys like this episode and this format of the episode. I really think this is where I want to go with the Pep Talk Wednesdays because it's really supposed to be framed as a pep talk. Like I'm talking to my girl, like, girl, you are amazing. You are a 10 out of 10. You are everything. You are valuable. Your productivity does not define your worth, girl. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this Pep Talk Wednesday. And I hope to see you again next week for a new episode of the podcast on Monday. Monday. Remember, episodes are going live on Mondays now. And I cannot wait to see you guys again. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast, rate it, leave us a review, and also follow us on all social media at Affirmations of Black Girls. The only one that's different is Twitter. It's AFBG_podcast. But thank you so much, and I will see you again next week. This is Affirmations for Black Girls.